हे गाइस, वेलकम टू रितिका एंड विष्णु। होप यू गाइस आर डूइंग ग्रेट। होपफुली आपको हमारा कंटेंट पसंद आ रहा होगा। मैंने ये बहुत बार देखा है कि जब लोग फैट लॉस या मसल गेन मतलब कि अपने ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जर्नी के साथ स्टार्ट करते हैं तो दे गेट ओवर ऑब्सेस्ड विद सप्लीमेंट्स। उनको लगता है कि नहीं, ये प्रोटीन शेक लेंगे या ये मल्टीविटामिन लेंगे तभी उनकी बॉडी बनेगी। ऐसा नहीं होता है। ऐसी सप्लीमेंट्स का मतलब ही होता है दैट इट सप्लीमेंट्स अ स्ट्रॉन्ग डाइट। सो आपके ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जर्नी में आपका डाइट एंड आपका ट्रेनिंग मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है। सो आज के सेशन में हम डिस्कस करने वाले अ फ्यू सप्लीमेंट्स विच आर एक्चुअली यूजफुल। So stay tuned.
So guys, the first supplement we're gonna discuss about is whey protein. Whey protein is the most common supplement, but still there's a lot of confusion about it. So what is whey protein? Whey protein is nothing but byproduct of milk. When paneer or cheese is made, the leftover liquid is processed and that is what is formed into whey protein powder. So let's see few benefits of whey protein. First, it's very easily digestible. Second, it has all essential 9 amino acids. It's a good source of 3 BCAA, that is leucine, isoleucine and valine. Then it's time saving, but that doesn't mean कि आप अपना पूरा प्रोटीन इनटेक वे प्रोटीन के थ्रू ही कवर करोगे। आप 1/3 to half of your daily protein intake वे प्रोटीन से कवर कर सकते हो। Now we'll see the different types of whey protein. First is whey protein concentrate. This is the most common and cheapest form of whey protein. So it has around 70 to 80% of protein and it has lactose content, so people who are lactose intolerant can avoid this type of protein. Now we'll move to whey isolate. Whey isolate is more processed and it has no fat and no lactose. It has around 90 to 95% of protein and it's easy to digest, so people who are lactose intolerant can consider this as an option. Now we'll move to third type of whey protein, that is whey hydrolysate. This is more processed and is very expensive as compared to the other two options. And it is bitter in taste and it has no additional benefits, so you can consider the above two options.
Yeah, and it's more expensive also. Like Ritika mentioned, whey protein concentrate, when you consider whey isolate, it's a little more expensive than concentrate, and hydrolate is the most expensive one. Personally, if you ask me, I consider having whey isolate because I generally feel that it's more easily digestible for me and it suits me better. So according to your choice and your budget, you can pick and choose. But apart from that, whey concentrate works perfectly fine.
Yep. Coming to the timings, there is no specific timing to have whey protein. You can have that in any time of your day, and so the anabolic window, it's a very big myth.
यप बिकॉज जनरली आपने देखा होगा लोग ये रेकमेंड करते हैं कि नहीं, वर्कआउट ख़त्म करते ही आप वो वे प्रोटीन ले लो। शेकर में आप देखते होंगे लोग तुरंत जिम के बाहर प्रोटीन शेक लेके खड़े हो जाते हैं। ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता। योर टोटल प्रोटीन इनटेक इन अ डे मैटर्स, नॉट दैट यू इमीडिएटली कंज्यूम प्रोटीन आफ्टर अ वर्कआउट.
Right. Type of protein is casein protein. It's a slow digesting protein. It takes around 7 to 8 hours to digest.
Yep. But technically, honestly speaking, even casein, if you ask me, it's not actually required. Like I already said, your total protein intake in a day matters. जो आप chicken, eggs या पनीर, सोया plus whey protein के साथ लेने वाले हो, ये matter नहीं करता आप casein ले रहे हो या नहीं ले रहे हो.
Yeah, whey protein और casein it just makes your life easy. Like अगर आपका बहुत ज़्यादा protein intake है तो वो help करता है आपको। जब आपका whole food से हो गया तब आप एक छोटा part रख सकते हो उसको complete करने के लिए.
So now the second supplement which we are going to discuss is creatine. Creatine is one of the most useful and cheapest supplement out there. It is actually one of those supplements which delivers on what it says. Basically creatine helps production of faster ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the primary molecule when it comes to weight training. And faster ATP means more strength. It helps you develop strength eventually with time, and which eventually helps you to develop more muscle mass. So basically, talking about the dosage of creatine in a day, 3 to 5 grams in a day would be more than sufficient. But generally, you might see people asking you to have 10 to 15 grams to load creatine in the initial 7 to 10 days, but actually it's not required. 5 grams, 3 to 5 grams in a day would be more than sufficient. See, creatine is a non-essential nutrient. Our body produces it naturally, but an added supplementation of it helps us to perform better in the gym. It's not that today you had creatine and tomorrow it's going to improve your strength. With time, when you consume it on a regular basis, you will see that your strength development eventually. Overconsumption of creatine does not mean that you're going to gain more strength, so stick to the optimal dosage. Creatine is popularly known as creatine monohydrate, and it has a tendency to hold water. So आपके muscles जो हैं वो आप जब consume करते हो तो it appears fuller and bigger. And now about the timing of having creatine, there is no particular timing in a day. Personally, if you ask me, I have it 5 grams. I consume it with my post-workout protein shake. It's not that it's the best timing, it's just that I would have one less supplement to worry about.
So the next supplement is multivitamin. So it gets difficult to complete all types of vitamins and minerals from the normal food that we eat on a daily basis, and especially when you are on a fat loss diet or calorie deficit, there are chances that you might get some nutrient deficiencies. So it's good to add a multivitamin in your diet. You can go for any brand. And what happens if suppose you get a nutrient deficiency, specific vitamin or mineral deficiency, then you can get in touch with your doctor and add a supplementation for that.
So guys, now we are going to discuss about fish oil. Fish oil is high in two kinds of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, that is eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. Generally, our body does not produce these omega acids. We can get through foods such as salmon, which are high in omega-3 fatty acids, but sometimes people who do not eat fish or places where it's difficult to get this supplementation comes in handy. The benefits of having fish oil is that it reduces the level of triglycerides and it improves your heart health, and people who are already suffering with cardiovascular diseases, it reduces the risk of death in them. If you ask about the dosage, 1 gram to 2 gram in a day is more than sufficient. And when it comes to weight training, how it helps us, it reduces soreness, it reduces pain, swelling in our body, and it also supports joint health. So if supposedly somebody has more soreness after weight training session, they can go up to 3 grams in a day. And about the timing when to consume it, you can consume it any time of the day. If you personally ask me, I prefer having it along with the meals to avoid the fish burps. It might taste a little awkward to some people, and there are no side effects as such, so you can have it.
So next is caffeine. So this is the most common stimulant in the world. It works by engaging CNS, heart, muscles, and the centers that control blood pressure. The ideal dosage for caffeine is around 100 to 600 mg, and you can keep it around like 30 to 60 minutes before your training. So overdosage of caffeine, it leads to anxiety, nausea, headache, stomach cramps. So try avoiding caffeine in the second half of the day because it stays in your system for 6 hours. So personally, I avoid taking coffee or tea or Diet Coke after 2 or 3 p.m. For caffeine, you can either go for a pre-workout supplement, or normal coffee also works fine. Also, long-term caffeine intake can build tolerance, and it's more over a placebo effect, which is more of a psychological thing.
So guys, the last supplement which we are going to discuss today, it's not a mandatory one, but according to me, it's one of the most underrated but useful supplements. That is citrulline malate. Consumption of citrulline malate helps production of nitric oxide in our bodies, and when consumed orally, our gut digests it in a better manner. See, what are the benefits of having citrulline maleate? It reduces soreness and it improves our performance while weight training. Basically it gives you a good pump. About the dosage, if you ask, you can have 6 to 8 grams of citrulline maleate in a day, and if you want, what you can do is that you can have 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams in afternoon, and 2 grams towards evening before you sleep. What it does is that it improves the production of arginine in your body better than the arginine supplement itself, so it can be a smart addition to your supplement stack.
So guys, these were the few supplements that can be beneficial for you, but like we initially told कि आपका diet strong होना चाहिए, supplement सिर्फ उसको support करेगा. So guys, hope आपको हमारा content पसंद आया हो. So don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that whenever we upload a video, you get a notification.
And also guys, you can leave your comments in the comment section and also let us know that आप क्या content देखना चाहते हैं. Hopefully आपको हमारा content पसंद आ रहा होगा. So take care guys, meet you in the next session. Bye bye.
Bye.